Good morning, everyone. What's up, Bamboo? 7. You had a fun experience this morning. Friday, you owned 20 shares of a stock called CEI. This morning, the stock had a reversal of 1 to 25 split. Ooh, man, that's rough. That's rough, man. Yeah, I actually have a CCEI on my watch list this morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, man. Sorry for the small echo. But yeah, I see it's on my watch list, but it was obviously a split. But that's tough, man. You fell between the cracks. They'll send me a check for under $1 in 4 weeks. Drinks on me, y'all. Man, balling, man. Yeah, I got ITUS on my watch list. What's up, Marquise? Atheon. Good morning, man. Yeah, I have ITUS, CLSD, VCELINNT on my watch list. CEI's there as well. Watching the Spies, Z-SAN, JNUG, and CLF. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Still looking to see what else I can find, so I'll update you guys if I find anything else. There's also CVRS. ONTX, I'm keeping an eye on that one as well. Thanks for the sub, Mike Steele. Appreciate it, man. Good morning, Gennardo. Good morning, the kid. Yeah, I figured. I mean, it happens, Atheon. I've been slowly losing money in my TradeNet account, and so market's tough in the spring, and especially the summer months. So. Yeah, Marquise, I was traded on it last week on here. I don't have any day trades left, but I did get a day trade on there. So did you finally get it, Marquise? If so, congrats, man. IPWR is another one I'm watching as well. Alright, so I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. I think that's about everything I see right now. Alright, so this is my watch list for this morning. All right, so give me 1 second. I'll check to see. All right, so let's see if any of these are actually tradable on TradeNet. Sorry, I had to go post my watch list to Twitter and nonsense like that. All right, so ONTX is not tradable. CLSD, I'm really hoping this one is CLSD. This one is tradable. Nice. IPWR, this one was tradable previously, and they must have taken it off or something. I'm not sure, but it's not tradable anymore. ITUS used to be tradable as well. They must have removed it, which is frustrating. VCEL is not. CEI is not. CBRS is not. JNUG is. INNT apparently is not. And ZSAN. Man, we went from having a bunch available on Friday out of my watch list to barely any. We got what, 2? IPWR used to be available, which is frustrating. Now it's not. SWN. Yeah, I like SWN as well. Energy stock. And it's tradable, so I'll for sure watch SWN. SGYP. Yeah, that one looks okay too. And that one's tradable. So yeah, I'll watch those two. Appreciate it. All right, so you said you think IPWR is overbought. Yeah, I mean, usually with its daily chart setup, it pushes up some and then comes back down to 1. Might be a nice short, we'll see. No, I'm going to be looking to short CLSD here at the open. I don't know, I'm going to be careful with it, but my plan is to short this one. CLSD, get it, see if it'll fill some of this gap going down. I get more day trades on Robinhood tomorrow, so I won't be able to trade on Robinhood Web today. Alright, well, let's check SWN out. And let's try to see why some of these stocks are moving. I'm going to go ahead and check Thinkorswim. CLSD is gapping up a pretty big amount. Alright, so CLSD is up on a positive trial of eye disease treatment. So relatively good news with CLSD. ONTX had a licensing agreement with Pint Pharma to commercialize rigosertib for treatment of something syndromes in Latin America. So a good deal for ONTX. IPWR completed its successful proof of concept testing of its double-sided B-Tran. So that's why that one's up. ITUS is a blockchain stock, I believe. Alright, so ITUS announced a partnership with Serometrics for itises. Let's see. Yeah, it formed an alliance with Serometric Corporation. SWN was a mover from Friday. That's why it's up today. SGYP had good earnings last week, and so that's why it's up a little bit today as well. CVRS. CVRS received FDA clearance for first automated robotic movement and tech IQ. So good news for that one. ZSAN is moving on last week's news, I believe. I wish they would let me trade ZSAN one of these days, but unfortunately not available. Yeah, so I don't know what CLSD is. I like to just try to react to it, but my initial plan is to watch for it with the short bias mine, you know, just in case. I mean, it's up a huge amount already. It's up from 782 to 13, so up $5.89, and so a pretty big move so far from where it closed on Friday. I just think a lot of people are going to start taking profits, especially if they got in after hours on Friday. They're going to start taking profits once the market opens. And so that's why it's my kind of plan is to short it. We'll see what happens though. MNGA, you're sitting on MNGA. Yeah, it's just not moving too much. It's a high flow stock. I mean, it could run, who knows, but it's just not moving too much right now. IPWR is starting to push up. We'll see what happens at that 150 level with that one. And you can see the SPY. SPY had a good day on Friday, gapping down some so far in after hours though. And IPWR, look at this strong move right here on IPWR. It just broke over 150, went to 157. It's at 159 now, so IPWR is moving really strong with that good press release it put out. ZIOP up to 164 at its highs on IPWR. Look at that one. See, and like I said, this one used to be available to trade on TradeNet. Unfortunately, they took it off. Yeah, I like ZIOP as well, especially if you can get over 413 at the open. ZIOP is tradable as well. But what a big move on IPWR. Went all the way up to 159. Thanks for the subscribe, Jason Spencer, man. Appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, big move on IPWR here. MYSZ. I do see this one. I didn't see that one earlier. Appreciate it. Missed that one. Alright, so NYSZ, fortunately, is still available to trade. Rafi, you go to Trade Manager. Hold on. Thanks for the subscribe, Sonny. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. But no, you go to Trade Manager and you go down to symbol at the bottom right on TradeNet, and then you just type in your name, the ticker name right here. So you can see IPWR is not tradable. It says no next to tradable. Or if nothing shows up, it's not tradable as well, like ONTX. So if nothing shows up, it's not tradable. If it is tradable, a Y will show up under tradable, like CLSD. You can see a Y is showing up under tradable, and so I can trade that one. SWN, same thing, Y is showing up. And so you just go to symbol at the bottom right under your trade manager and type in the name. I'll be back, guys. I'm going to go grab a water really quick. All right, I'm back. VRX is gapping up some. Yeah, I used to actually paper trade on VRX when I was first learning to trade a few years ago. This is one of the stocks that I would paper trade on the most, just because it has a pretty big range every single day for it. It usually moves a decent amount. Speaking of VRX, you can see. And so this is one of the ones I would trade with a lot when I was learning paper trading and so forth. But it's gapping up nicely now. Had a big gap down last week, so we'll see if it rebounds some this week. No problem, Rafi. I have a few tutorial videos on Thinkorswim. Bamboo. LTBR. Yeah, LTBR is moving. Gapping down some, but looks okay. Fortunately not tradable for me. DERM. Big gap down on DERM. And unfortunately, DERM is not tradable, which is frustrating. Yeah, Bamboo, just go to my videos and search for TOS or Thinkorswim. I have a few tutorial videos on how to get Benzinga Squawk, you know, how to get real-time alerts for Thinkorswim, and a few other things. Maybe SRNE as well. This one looks okay. Good morning, JT. What's up, insurance? No problem, Bamboo. Alright, guys, so got a few decent movers this morning. Not too many of them are available on TradeNet, but a few of them are. CLSD probably has the best volume out of any of these gappers, and so I'm going to be watching that one for sure. IPWR, we'll see if it can hold over 150. Good morning, Sam. LLNW. Yeah, this one just looked really choppy on Friday. I don't know if I trust it now. Really, really choppy. Looks tough to trade. ONTX looks like a decent gapper, though. I wish I could trade it. Possible short and long, depending on how it reacts to the open. CHK. Yeah, I mean, this is a high float stock. I've been watching it the last week or so. Just doesn't move too much. You can see its range on Friday was only 277 to 298. So only about 21 cents on Friday. So it didn't move much. Kind of tough to make money from a stock that only moves that much. CVRS. What's up, Juan? Yeah, I'm watching CVRS on the other side. It's actually starting to push up some a little bit later this morning. It's at 124 now. Its high of pre-market's 125. So we'll see if we can break that. I'll see if I can find a few other ones to watch, but I think that's about it. So ONTX, CLSD, IPWR, MYSZ, SGYP, SWN, SRNE, CVRS, INNT, ZIOP. All look decent. Thanks for the sub, Jose. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. Alright, guys, we got about 12 minutes left until the open. Let me know if you guys see anything else moving. CNET. Yeah, CNET's starting to push up. Unfortunately, it's not tradable either. NVCN. Yeah, NVCN's gapping up some. Had a big move on Wednesday of last week. See if we can have another one now. Alright, so a lot of these are up on decent catalysts. CLSD had a really good catalyst. ONTX had a decent one. IPWR. I don't know if MYSZ did or not. I think MYSZ had a alliance formed with another company. But yeah, we'll see what moves this morning. SPY gap down. Continues to fall. So far in pre-market. Closed right around 270. It's at 267.5 now. IMUC. Yeah, I mean, I like to see some more volume with this one. It just doesn't have too much volume. we're kind of slowly getting closer to the summer months, and with that, trading and volume is going to be much slower just because there's going to be less traders actually trading the market during the summer months. Alright guys, we got 8 minutes. But yeah, the SPY's falling down some in pre-market. We'll see if it can rebound at the open. That's really what I'm going to be looking for. Somebody mentioned ZIOP. Going to be watching that one, although the volume isn't that much. See if it can break over that 413 high of today, or Friday, I mean. So going to be watching ZIOP. SWN, going to see if it can start to pick back up here, break this 450 level, and maybe continue on its run, breaking that 453 high of pre-market. CVRS, going to be watching this one. High of pre-market's 125. It's sitting right around there now, so we'll see if it holds that as support or resistance and continues to head up. IPWR had some nice volume in pre-market, broke over the 150 level, went all the way to 164. Now it's kind of falling back down. It's at 145 now, so we'll see what happens there. Gonna see if CLSD can hold over 12. If it doesn't, maybe short it on the way down. Who knows? We'll see what happens. SRNE, gonna watch over the 750 level. Looks like a high floater. Looks like it has a large float, but still gonna watch it, gapping up some. So we'll see what happens with that. SGYP, sitting at 213. Gonna watch it over this 210 support resistance area. If it drops under there, may jump in at short. Who knows? We'll see what happens with it. And yeah, that's about what's on my watch list this morning. NNA, JT. Yeah, big gap down for this penny stock. We'll see if it can rebound some. Don't really like the volume on it though. Really would like to see some more volume come through with that one. GTXI is a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's gapping up on low volume right now. Fortunately, it's not tradable on TradeNet either, which is starting to get frustrating. I wish more would be tradable for me to trade, but no worries. ONTX, this one came up all the way to 145, came back down, had a little bit of support at that 130 level. We'll see if it holds over that and ultimately can get over 150 today maybe, as well as this 145 higher pre-market. Let's look at the daily on some of these. Daily looks pretty good on CLSD. I mean, it broke over this high right here at 782. Went all the way up to, where is it at now? It's at 1260. So a big gap up with this one. All the way up to here now. So pretty big move. That's why I think it's going to gap down some. Oh, it went all the way up to 1323 actually. Gonna watch over that high of pre-market, see if it can move some. I just think it's up so much already. I'm gonna be a little short biased with it. Morning, Ant. What's up, man? DERM. Yeah, gonna watch this one, fill some of this gap down. I don't think this one's tradable, unfortunately. Should be. I mean, it's a more expensive stock. I wish it was. But unfortunately, it's not tradable on TradeNet. But it looks good. See if it can bounce some, fill some of that huge gap down. SWN falling down some. It's at 438. We'll see if it can rebound some. It had a nice climb up on Friday. Looks like a high floater though. Friday, right before the close and after hours, it had 1 million shares traded in a minute. So a lot of volume right before the close on Friday for this one on SWN. Let's see if we can pick back up and get some more momentum going forward. EARS down. Yeah, it had a nice day on Friday. You can see it went all the way up to 33 cents. Gapping down some in pre-market. Let's see if it continues back up. Test this 33-cent area. Still up on the last few days. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, it looks like to be finding some support here at 23 on EARS. So we'll see what happens with this one. SPY continues to fall here. Yeah, Bamboo, I'm definitely watching ONTX. It's right here on the top left. I mean, I won't be able to trade it, I don't think. I got to get my U-Stock trade account set up. I still keep procrastinating that. But definitely one of my favorite setups this morning. Very small gapper. Maybe it'll push up, test 150. We'll see. Alright guys, we got about 2 minutes left until the open. But yeah, CLSD is definitely my main watch this morning. Gonna look for a short. Alright guys, market's opening up in less than a minute in about 40 or 35 seconds. Yusuf, I use TradeNet, Robinhood Web, U-Stock Trade. So the one I'm trading with now is TradeNet. Alright guys, market's opening up soon. Market's opening up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Alright, so there's the market open. CLSD's up to 270 or 1270, 1285. CLSD's pushing here. SPY's rebounding nicely, starting to push up. CLSD just broke the high of pre-market. It's at 1308 now, getting a big drop. Testing 13 again. SPY's bouncing up some. ONTX as well. SWN's pushing up some. Really nice move on CLSD pushing up here. Went all the way to 1325. It's trying. A lot of volume. SPY's moving up. SWN's testing the $0.50. SPY having a nice move. CLSD looks a little stuck here. We'll see what happens. CLSD starting to fall. ONTX is pushing up nicely here. I like this pattern with it. CLSD is struggling to get over 13. It just had a nice push. We'll see what happens with it here. Big swing on SPY. See a doji candle there. SWN's looking strong here. ONTX falling down some, or CLSD, I'm sorry. Maybe jump in with 20 shares going short on CLSD here. Alright, so I'm in CLSD with 20 shares going short. Try to give it a little bit of time to work for me here on CLSD. Broke the low of the day, continued to head down. Broke under the $half area. We'll see if it continues to drop. Nice. Dropping down to 12.10 on CLSD. See if it continues down here. It's got a lot to go down. Beautiful. Alright, so I got out $5 profit, small profit. Probably could have held a little while. Just decided to get out taking profits here. Definitely could have held some. I think Thinkorswim's lagging a little bit. Let me try to fix it. Let's try real time on Thinkorswim. Alright, that should help with the lag. YECO on high of daybreak. ANTH. Yeah, I like ANTH here. Look at SWN. Almost got in around here earlier when it tried to break, but it had a big pullback after that, and so decided not to. ANTH is pushing up here. SWN is as well. SPY continues to head up here. Yeah, this is kind of a big point here for CLSD. You can see all the support it had here at this $12 area previously in pre-market, and so it's kind of teetering back and forth around there. We'll see what happens with it. Kind of a big level here. See if it can hold or break. VCEL. This one was on my watch list earlier. VCEL. Look at VCEL. Crazy move here. Look at this big push. SPY's push it up, but it's really choppy. I don't really want to jump into it with all that choppiness action. ZIOP here. ZIOP's trying to get over that 413 high of Friday. GERN. I know somebody brought up GERN earlier. Is trying to push up here as well. MYSZ. Look at this move on MYSZ. Up to 180. Big push. A lot of volume. Up to 179 now. Nice move here. VCEL continues on its climb up. Went all the way up to 1075. And ZIOP finally broke that 413 high of Friday. A lot of decent movement in the market right now. It's not as slow as it was last week, at least thus far in the day. MYSZ up to 180, 181, 182. MYSZ's pushing up. All right, there's a drop on CLSD. ZIOP up to 416 now. NTNX pushing up. BRFS continues falling down after a pretty big gap down. ZIOP up to 417. SWN, a lot of flags really close together on the 1 minute chart. Makes me think it's going to start to push down now. NYMT here. Look at this. I missed this one this morning. Had a little gap up, a small gap, and it's slowly starting to push up and break that higher pre-market. ZIOP up to 420. Yeah, this one broke that high of Friday, and now it's starting to run some. NYMT is sitting just under 6 now. Again, guys, this is one of those swing trading strategies that I love. I need to start swing trading a little bit more. You can see what I really look for is no volume throughout most of the day, and then a late day volume spike right before the close. You can see right before the close, this thing broke the high of the day, started to push up, and had a really big volume spike, and so gapped up a pretty big amount, about 35-40 cents. So nice gap on NYMT. Missed it, but that's kind of what I look for with that swing trading setup. ZIOP up to 423. Moving nicely here. XON. Yeah, XON's pushing up. CLSDs looks like it's making a stand here at 1190. SRNE starting to wash. Alright, so there goes the break on CLSD. It's down to 1180. Still trying here. I wish I would have gotten out a little bit lower, but I took small profits. Can't get too upset. It went down to 1165 though. Would have been nice to get out there instead of around 12 where I got out. Really, Missouri? Missouri, try refreshing the stream. A lot of times that's the problem if you're getting a really bad delay. Alright, look at CLSD here, guys. It's trying to break. It just broke under the low of the day, CLSD. See, this is what I mean. This is one of my favorite short setups is when a stock has a crazy gap up like this. No matter how good the press release, most of the time it's going to go down at the open. People are going to take profits, may start squeezing a little bit. But look at CLSD here. My trade idea was correct. I just didn't have the guts to follow through with it. But now it's down to 1150. Yeah, that's one of my favorite setups. I might start trying to play that one a little bit more. A setup like CLSD, wait for a huge gap up and then short it at the open. MYSZ. Yeah, MYSC had a really strong push. Now it's kind of the crucial level where it tests this pre-market high. SPY has been trying to head up all morning. Really choppy action on the SPY. And so what you'll notice a lot of the time, if you guys don't know this already, whenever the SPY is really volatile, usually penny stocks are really slow, and vice versa. When the SPY is really choppy, most of the time penny stocks are, they have some volatility to them. Yeah, ITUS spread's not great. Although it is slowly kind of pushing up some. I don't like this big pullback here. You can't hear anything, Juan? Sound should be working okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. My broadcasting software is showing that you should be able to hear me, so let me know if you can't. Okay, good. Yeah, Juan, you might have it muted or something, man. But no, my trade idea was correct on CLSD. I made some money on it, a very small profit, but I wish I could have taken advantage of this big drop a little bit more. I got in at 1250. I need to have a little bit more patience with my positions because I got in at 1250. It went all the way down to 1150. That would have been a $20 gain. Would have been nice. But unfortunately, I just didn't have the patience to hold through it. SWN had a big move. It came all the way back down to 450, and now it's bouncing off of it now. But yeah, guys, look at CLSD. This is exactly what I was looking for with it. Don't want to chase it now because it's down so much already since the open. But, you know, this was exactly what I was looking for with CLSD. That's not a rig 7. It's one of these disposable e-cigs, man. It's one of the ones that you throw away and buy a new cartridge once it's done. ZIOP breaking the high of day again, ZIOP. I really like ZIOP's daily chart here. SGYP is starting to get a little bit of a push up here. SGYP. But yeah, having a little bit of FOMO here. I got in CLSD, had a really small gain, and I just didn't have the patience to hold through this big move. Would have been up a nice amount with it, but just didn't have the patience. Definitely need to work on that. ZIOP, though, continues its climb up. It's at 429 now, 427. But yeah, guys, if you don't know how to short, these are the stocks to short, like CLSD. This pattern happens so much in the market, and the reason it works so well is because so many other traders know about it. It also has to do with people that are buying it in after hours and pre-market. They're going to take profits at the open. And so at this big push right here, you know, you can see a lot of them waited for this pre-market high right here, and they decided to get out because they knew it might not get over this pre-market high. And since then, it's just been kind of squeezing down some. Really obvious pattern. Called it out in pre-market this morning and said this is what I'm going to look for with it. And I'm kind of regretting I didn't hold it and have a little bit more patience with CLSD. ECYT, TENX, that one was moving big last week. Wow, look at TENX here. A little late for me to want to jump into it, but crazy move on TENX. Yeah, ECYT's looking strong too. But man, look at TENX here. Up to 9. Tried to get over 9 just now. Sitting right around 9. Some big moves on ECYT and TENX here. SPY pulling back a pretty big amount now. But it's just really choppy today on the SPY. Kind of tough to trade that one. But man, look at TNX here. Breaking over 9. Went all the way up to 925. Sitting at 910. Hey man, it's continuing here. TNX is pushing up strong. It had a nice little 1 minute pullback here, and I missed it. I didn't even see this little pullback. So if you want an example of a 1 minute pullback strategy or the 1 minute pullback setup, this is it. A little bit too late now, but it's up 38 cents from after when it broke this high right here. But you can see a 1 minute pullback setup consists of a stock pushing up like this with nice volume, having one small red candle and then continuing. Good trade, Javier. Yeah, it was a beautiful setup this morning, man. I need to start looking for these a little bit more just because so many other traders watch for this setup that the momentum is excellent usually for these type of trades. And everybody's trying to cover and take profits at the open after this huge move in after hours and pre-market. And so definitely one of the setups I look for the most with shorting. Wish I would have taken advantage of it a little bit more though. T and X, guys, I'd be careful with it now. It's pulling back some. And when this thing starts to pull back, everybody might start jumping out of it after riding up that big push. And so I'm not saying get out or buy it or sell it or anything like that. I'm just saying be careful with it. You know, I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but it could start having a pretty big drop after this big run. But it also could be just a pullback, so you never really know. Just be careful. ONCS is testing. Yeah, ONCS is testing too. Want a little bit more momentum here. See if I can find anything else that's moving. We actually have okay volume today. ROKU having a nice push here. CEI after this crazy split gap is pushing up some over $2 now. EXAS, a little bit more expensive. VCEL had a pullback here. ZIOP sitting at 429 now. All right, and CLSD is pushing down, trying to test the low of the day here. Going to be a little bit careful with this one, even if it does break the low of the day. SWN had a nice move, came all the way back down, and it's kind of bouncing off of 450. All right, so there goes CLSD breaking the low of the day here. Just ever so slightly broke the low of the day. It's down to 11.14 now. Don't want to get caught in a fake out with CLSD. ARWR is slowly climbing up here. You can see it broke 7. Alright, so there goes TENX here. Kind of found some support and trying to make another push at it. This is the crucial point in it though. See if it can get over that previous high and hold over 9. SGYP is slowly kind of creeping back up here. And ARWR is looking really strong. Breaking over 7 up to 710. ARWR continues on its climb up. A little overextended now, I think. Definitely needs a pullback in my opinion. Yeah, you can see how choppy the SPY is today. Nice trades, insurance. Nice, Brian. Awesome trade, man. Alright, so there goes TENX here. Big drop. See, that's what I was worried about earlier. People are just going to start selling. You know, they're going to start taking profits. It may start to squeeze it down. And ZIOP here. ZIOP continues its climb up here. It's at 434. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about with CLSD, that it would fake people out right here after this low of the day break. It's kind of the third 1 minute flag going down, and so I don't trust anything usually after the second, and you can see why. Here's 1 bear flag, 2, 3, and third when it gets rejected, fakes people out. A little slow in the stream today, not too many people here. I think the market's just slowing down some. INNT after that big move this morning, pulling back some. Alright, so SWN here looks halfway decent to see if it can continue to hold over 450 and make a push back up. Looks okay. ARWR is testing that high of the day at 712 here. We'll see what happens. There goes CLSD breaking down finally under the low again. And under the whole dollar of 11. Yeah, I think it was definitely overbought. EBIO. Slowly kind of creeping up. Alright, ARWR is breaking the high of the day. It went up to 714. But yeah, CLSD continues on its fall. That's what I said. This one looked like a beautiful short this morning. Should have held though. Had a little bit more patience with it. Would have been up a nice $40, $60. ARWR continues pushing up here. It's at 719 now. 720. What's up, Dean? What's up, man? Where you been at, man? What's up, Ant? What's up, man? Yeah, maybe so. Insurance. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on one of like these setups a little bit more. This setup where it has a really overextended gap up. Like this one just looked overextended. I mean, it gapped up from 772 all the way to 1320 something, and so shorting that is the obvious play. You know, you got to be careful, set a tight stop with it because they could always potentially break this pre-market high. Maybe set a 10 cents over the pre-market high would be a good strategy, maybe, depending on how it moved. Maybe 20 cents over the pre-market high and then just let it work. Or, you know, you can see this one was the opposite of a washout long. So a washout long dipped some from people taking profits at the open and then breaks. This one pushed up some and then broke down. So the opposite of a washout long. But it was basically what they call it is a green to red move. Just wait for the green to red move at the open and try to take advantage of it. May start trying to focus on those. We don't get big gappers like this every day though, so a little bit tougher to trade. Sometimes you don't know the price on Robinhood when you click buy. Yeah, I mean, you could set a limit order on Robinhood. Most of the time, you're just going to have to go through a, you know. That's why I said an auto send button would be great. I had somebody get on to me in the comments of that Robinhood video saying, I'm complaining about free. And I think I just told him, like, look, man, like, I was trying to give an honest review. But, yeah, if they had an auto send button, I would love using Robinhood. I'd probably deposit a lot more money to it, but it's a less seamless trade because you have to confirm your trade, you have to scroll up and do all that stuff, and so it just takes more time to get in and out of positions, kind of like Ustock. But yeah, the market hasn't really been too bad lately. Had some decent movers in the morning. Let's see how the SPY looks. Yeah, look how choppy the SPY is. Kind of a chop fest. Yeah, I think the market's starting to slow down some now. WATT trying to break the high of the day. Alright, so there's the reversal on CLSD here. Apparently SDRL earnings are coming up sometime soon, maybe in the next day or two. I don't know when exactly. Just got an alert from Robinhood. CLSD, look at this pull, this push back up here. So TENX is being a little bit choppy now. IPI here. IPI actually looks okay. Just broke the high of the day right here. We'll see if it can come back down, hold that previous resistance as support. AOBC trying to break the high of pre-market and the high of the day as well. AOBC. HEAR. Pushing up some, getting a volume spike. It's at 50 cents now, HEAR. Gonna watch this one for a potential swing trade if it continues here over 50. IPI, push it back up. But yeah, check out HEAR here. It's starting to run maybe. See if we can get over 50 cents first before I make any plans with it. IPI breaking the high of the day up to 397. We'll see how it reacts to 4 here. EYES is slowly creeping up here. how choppy the SPY is. See what CLSD does right here after this bounce back up. Watching EYES here. SPY's acting really choppy. We'll see. I'm gonna watch for a low of the day break, but no matter what, I'm still gonna be pretty careful with the SPY just because it has showed the tendency to fake people out when it's this choppy, so going to be really careful with it. We'll see if HEAR can get over 50 cents as well. CLSD pulling back some. Yeah, me neither, insurance. I'm probably going to go ahead and close the stream down now just because I don't see too much that I like. Had decent volume this morning, but, you know, towards the end of the morning, or a little bit later on this morning, the market's kind of slowed down a decent amount, and so there's just not too much that I see. Watching EYES here, see if it can break that high of the day and continue pushing up. And watching the SPY for a low of the day break under 267.60. And so we'll see what happens with those two. Going to watch those. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and show your love by liking these videos. We definitely appreciate the support, and that stuff does help support us. So hit the subscribe button and do me a favor, and everybody click the like button right now on this video. We appreciate it, guys. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. You can see EYES is starting to push up, break the high of the day, and the SPY is starting to go down and test the low of the day. And so those are two interesting things I may keep an eye on. I'll let you guys know if I decide to get into anything else. I should have a watch list video that I put out later on this afternoon, and so be on the lookout for that as well. And if you want the alert every time I go live, click the bell next to the subscribe button. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Good luck for the rest of the day. Hope you guys all can make some money, and thanks for watching, guys. See y'all later. No problem, stream. Or no problem, insurance. Thanks for watching, man. Later, guys.